Hey, welcome to ZnD's GEEKDOM. I'm your fellow D.
Z here. 1212.
1212, really?
We're here with our producer.
Yeah, Dr. T's back in the booth.
Yeah, I'm back.
See, man in the booth. About goddamn time.
Alright, we're going to jump into this wonderful list of ours. Halloween edition, if that really matters. Cause
it really doesn't. We don't have any Halloween material. We kind of did it like 3 weeks ago, so...
Yeah, well, either way, let's jump into this list. The wonderful things that are going in the world of fantasy, sci-fi, geekiness.
I'm sick, so, yeah.
So, all jokes will be coming from me and Dr. T in the booth, so good luck with that one.
Okay, so, first thing, we got Beetlejuice. The remakers Seth Grahame-Smith and David Katzenberg have announced that they are going to try and pick up Michael Keaton to reprise his role. Quote, "The star of the movie has to be Michael Keaton, and it's time, and it's it's a true continuation 26 years later," which is good news if it's a continuation.
Yeah.
That's what we want to see. Not just throwing him in as a cameo and going, "Hey, it's me, I endorse this movie." Tim Burton has already announced that he will be involved. They haven't said how or what or why, but I mean, take it or leave it with Tim Burton.
Well, I mean, okay, one, you're bringing back some of the original people that are in it. I mean, are we going to have Baldwin? Are we going to have...
They don't even have Michael Keaton yet. I don't think they're worried about getting Baldwin.
Well, the thing about it is, it's better than, Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian. That was supposed to be the original sequel to Beetlejuice.
Yes. It is a better idea than Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian. Even though we don't know what the idea is, it's still better than Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian.
Well, and then Katzenberg, he's DreamWorks, right?
I believe so, yes.
So is this going to be a DreamWorks thing, or...?
It's not going to be animated, if that's what you're saying.
Well, no, not animated, but more, are they going to be the guys behind it, or...?
Hopefully.
Yeah, well, I mean...
DreamWorks can work.
Well, you know they're struggling right now. They're about to be kicked out of there.
Nothing makes a studio boom like a new Beetlejuice flick.
Well, they do have Puss in Boots, so...
Hey,
you keep the gravy train going.
Hey, Antonio Banderas is still working, thank God.
Well, hey, the sad thing is, does no one remember when that guy did nothing but indie picks with, what's his name? Was it Omodarv? I can't even think.
I don't know who that is, but no, I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah, that guy was huge, like, in Spain.
In Spain.
Hey.
Which is like saying, I'm huge in Portugal.
Hey.
Sorry.
Get that money, Antonio Banderas. Get that money.
So, either way, I think it's a positive thing that Beetlejuice is coming around.
Yeah, I like it. I remember, matter of fact, I think it's been on TV the last couple weeks because of Halloween, and my kids have never watched it, and they enjoyed it, and, it's one of those things you can still watch, and yeah, there's some really crude things in there once you rewatch it. I don't know if you guys kind of like...
God, I own the movie.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like... Does anyone remember that a lot of those movies from the 80s were not as kid-friendly as they touted themselves to be? Like, have you watched Goonies? There's so much damn fucking cussing in Goonies, it's ridiculous.
Well, the 80s were a simpler time.
God, bring back the 80s. Not the dressing and the music.
We didn't know about that.
Just bring back some of the cool movies.
Let the kids swear.
Yeah.
Alright, so good news. Moving on, Steven Spielberg.
I like how you start laughing automatically when you say Steven Spielberg.
The guy's a tool. And he basically came out this week with some comments regarding Indiana Jones 4 and the Crystal Fuck Skull or whatever it was.
God, the movie that ruined all our lives in one night.
And he basically put all the blame for it being a huge sack of shit on George Lucas, saying that he had creative control over the script and he just filmed the action bits. The one thing he actually did take credit for, though, was I'm Indiana Jones, I'm going to get into a refrigerator and get blown up by a nuclear bomb and be fine.
He took credit for that?
He took credit. He said that was my idea.
Wow. And George Lucas, when they were smoking together, said, you know what, man, it's a fucked up idea. We're going to put that shit in there.
I wish they were smoking together. I wish they were smoking something, because that movie was such a turd.
Well, why didn't Spielberg take credit for hiring Mr. LaBeouf, who...
That was the one thing no one would take credit for.
Well, did you see him last week? We talked about it. He got beat up in Canada.
Well, he's a peach. He's a good guy, and no, he's not. The one thing I like Spielberg said was he was talking about the term "jump the shark," and how it's not necessarily used anymore. People use the term "nuke the fridge."
Yes, because when I'm sitting with my friends, I'm like, man, you nuked the fridge on that one.
Well, we all make mistakes. Just when I make a mistake, it doesn't ruin childhood memories of millions of people.
Well, okay, Lucas, Spielberg, Coppola. At some point in time, I'll leave Coppola alone because he's kind of sat in the background, just produced shit, and
made wine,
made wine and did some other shit. But Lucas, Spielberg, at some point in time, you guys got to realize that you captured the imaginations of a whole generation, and for you just to shit on it repeatedly, and then fuck them while they're shitting on your penis. Yeah. I'm just telling you right now, it doesn't make. I'm sorry, Star Wars on Blu-ray. I know a lot of people want it. And I have a friend of mine who's really into it, and we love it, and I love Star Wars, but I'm telling you right now, I don't know. Unless I get it as a gift for Christmas.
Hint.
I'm not shelling out the dough for it right now.
George Lucas, we don't appreciate the ass to mouth. It's just, I'm considering buying the trilogy still, but
and we were talking about the original, not the.
I'm talking about the Blu-ray trilogy, and the reason being.
But the original 3, not the.
No, the whole fucking. I'm gonna buy the whole thing. I always said I would buy it. But the reason I want to buy it is because the movies are 98% complete there, and then there's 2% of let's add this and then shit like that. It's like I can watch the movie and fast forward through the bullshit, but I like high definition Star Wars.
Well, you know what? The only thing that gets me about the original movies, I know we're kind of going off topic just a little bit, Star Wars geeking a little bit, but it's funny how he had the newer trilogy, but then the TV show is basically the newer trilogy, but told better. And does anybody else get that? Does anybody ever watch Clone Wars and go, "Wow, if this had been the movie, I might have enjoyed it"?
Well, what is out of all the Star Wars movies? Which one is your favorite?
Okay, do you know which one it is?
I don't.
Empire.
Okay. T-Man, what's your favorite Star Wars movie?
I'm gonna have to go with Empire as well.
Okay, and I kind of jump back and forth, but if I had to name one, I'd probably go with Return of the Jedi. What do those two movies have in common that the rest of the series doesn't have in common?
They weren't directed by George Lucas.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
And when you talk to people and you go, "What's your favorite Star Wars movie?" Generally, the answer is usually Empire Strikes Back. It's never, "Oh man, Attack of the Clones," I like when he gets really pissed and he's like, "I'm gonna kill the women and the children and win an Emmy," and oh god, that was horrible.
He won an Emmy?
No, he shouldn't win an Emmy. He's nominated and he's just do TV. I hate that guy. Fuck that guy. Anyway.
Oh, I can see the sickness is not holding you down.
No, it's goddamn, it's horrible. My brain feels like it's in a fucking blender right now. But either way, I appreciate Spielberg taking the blame off himself. And it's good to know that our dear friend George Lucas is hard at work on Indiana Jones 5. Whether you want it or not, it's coming.
Well, but is it gonna have Shia LaBeouf getting beat up in Canada? I'm not gonna let that go. Not at least for another show.
Indiana Jones 5 is like a cum shot from a rapist. It's like you don't want it, you don't have anything to do with it, you're uncomfortable, you're in pain, but it's gonna just all over your face. There's nothing you can do about it.
Such a beautiful image. You make sure you put that one on the YouTube.
I'll find a picture of it.
A whole bukkake shot right there.
Yeah, I figured we couldn't go a whole episode without telling George Lucas to fuck off. But here we are again for I think the third week in a row. Go fuck yourself, George Lucas.
We did it to Brandon Braga.
Oh yeah. Well, we're not gonna touch him. We're not gonna touch him this week. Interesting thing though, George Lucas. There's a movie that came out about him this Tuesday. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's a really interesting documentary. It's called "The People versus George Lucas," and I mean, it's a good subject matter. Good for the guys who made it. Check it out if you want to. If you're interested in why we hate that son of a bitch so much, support independent people who hate that motherfucker.
There you go.
All right, moving on. The Farley brothers, who have been massively successful the past 15 years.
Oh, God.
Not really, but they were really good for like 10 years.
Well, when they started falling off, what movie was that?
Stuck on You.
That was weird. I was thinking, I was like, Greg Kinnear and Matt Damon. What movie was that?
That was Stuck on You.
Oh my god.
They announced this week that they're working on a true sequel to Dumb and Dumber.
You're not the prequel sequel that came out with people we don't even know who's in it?
You know, the best part about Dumb and Dumber was Bob Saget.
Well, anything.
If anyone saw that movie, which I know there's 10 of you out there that saw that movie, Bob Saget screaming their shit everywhere. Gold. But the Farley brothers, their intent is to get Jim Carrey and Jeff
Goldblum.
Not Goldblum, holy shit.
Jeff Goldblum?
My.
Jeff, oh god,
he wants to get the boys back together.
You keep talking, I'll look it up on IMDb real quick.
He wants to get the boys back together, and he wants to make a true actual sequel to Dumb
Jeff Daniels.
I know it was the first name. It was 2 first names. But I think, it could really go really bad or it could go really good. I love Dumb and Dumber.
Well, okay, everyone loves Dumb and Dumber. It's one of those movies you just love. But, okay, so here we go. Isn't Jim Carrey working on Three Stooges right now?
I really hope not.
You didn't know that?
Oh, no.
Yes, him and... Hold on, I'm going to look it up right now.
Oh, my God, that sounds...
No, his next slated movie is The Three Stooges. I'm not joking. I saw a picture on it.
Well, as long as...
Anyway, go talk about Dumb and Dumber and I'll tell you who's in it.
I just think as long as Jim Carrey can shell out the same cinematic gold that he shelled out with Mr. Popper's Penguins, I think that will
Did anybody see that?
No.
I didn't even take my kids to see that. And it had penguins in it.
I wouldn't take... If I had kids, I wouldn't take them to see that. Or if they did, I would take them to see that because they failed a test or I caught them shoplifting.
What about I Love You, Philip Morris? That was a recent movie. It's on Netflix. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, but that wasn't a Jim Carrey movie. That was one of those weird, quirky, weird things he does every 5 years. You know what I mean?
Like Man on the Moon?
Man on the Moon was good. Andy Kaufman is good. That movie worked. And also, like, Eternal Sunshine. It's another one of those weird, not Jim Carrey movies, but he's in it. It's like... Adam Sandler does the same thing. He makes 90 movies.
Oh, God.
80% of those are Adam Sandler shit fests. By the way, Jack and Jill, gonna be the best movie
of 2012?
Of any year.
What happened to Adam Sandler? Dr. T, you got anything on this?
No, I don't know. Fuck that guy.
Okay, do you really need the Hollywood nut that much?
Apparently. Is he still married to Jennifer McCarthy? I think he is.
No, Jim Carrey or no, they
broke up, dude.
Oh. Well, Dr. T with some good information there.
Yeah, dude. You didn't see he had like some creepy like YouTube video or something talking about how he wanted to bone Keira Knightley or something?
Oh no, Emma Stone.
Emma Stone, that's the one.
Yeah, he made some weird one, and then he tried to retract it later. Didn't he? He was like, "Oh, it's like a joke. No one knows when I'm doing my off-bit joking," and it's like, no, you really want to bone this 20-something-year-old girl. Yeah. Not to say I wouldn't bone her, but I'm not saying I wouldn't bone her, but I don't know if I'd do a YouTube video about it, or maybe we just did.
Ooh, we kind of did on accident. Anyway, Emma Stone, shout out.
We'll be putting this on your Twitter.
Yeah, you'll get it. What up? Okay, so moving away from Dumb and Dumber, Dark Tower has announced they've been doing all sorts of stuff. Up and down lately, losing directors, losing stars. Was a movie, now looks like it's going to be a series for HBO. Ron Howard and Javier Bardem, it seems they're still connected to the project. What do you think about this?
I think that's a good choice. I think trying to do a movie and a TV series following that movie that's huge money, even for Hollywood. I mean,
sure. God,
do I need to say Waterworld? But anyway.
Don't talk ill.
Dr. T ring went in for Waterworld. But no, I think I think HBO is the perfect place for something like this. They have the cred now. They've had it for a long time now. They've always had really groundbreaking shows. I mean,
what about AMC?
AMC.
I can't talk shit about AMC. I'll get yelled at.
No, AMC has groundbreaking shows too. I think they have really good shows. They're really edgy shows. I'm not going to talk about Hell on Wheels, which basically looks like Red Dead Redemption. Anyone else seen the preview for that?
Got Colm Meaney in it.
Yeah, I don't care.
All these
Anybody, go online, go to YouTube, look up Hell on Wheels. It looks like Red Dead Redemption. You might as well just say Red Dead Redemption.
They don't own the rights to Red Dead Redemption.
Well, someone needs to fucking do it. But either way, I think Dark Tower will work. And if you got Ron Howard behind it, you got Harvey M. Bardem. The guy's like Oscar. Did he win an Oscar?
Yeah.
He won
for Beautiful.
No,
Did he lose for Beautiful?
I don't know, but I know didn't he win for No Country for Old Men? Because he was the killer guy.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, but either way,
we'll get the facts checked on that by T-Man in the booth here. Fact check.
But
Hard work.
But either way, Harvey M. Bardem, good actor. I think it's gonna work. I don't see why it wouldn't.
Okay. I've never read the books, but I've heard they're fantastic. I like the idea of doing a TV miniseries a la The Stand. As opposed to a movie, I think a movie would be really hard to do something that big unless you're Peter Jackson. I don't think it's very easy to do.
Well, and there's so, and from what I understand, it's such an intricate story, and then a lot of those books, the Dark Tower series, actually delve into the Stephen King mythos with his other stories. So characters from other books pop up, like Salem's Lot and The Stand, and even It pop up.
Really?
Yeah. I read about it on Wikipedia one night when I was bored.
Well, I mean, it's got a good place. It's got good creative people behind it. It's a good story. I mean, it sounds like it'll work really well. It sounds like the next Game of Thrones. With that, Ben Affleck is now attached to direct The Stand. I believe they're doing 2 different movies. I love The Stand. It's probably my favorite piece of literature Stephen King ever wrote. But
which is ironic because it deals with God, but I won't go into that whole thing.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. But at the same time, I really like the story, and I thought the miniseries they did in the early 90s or mid-90s, whatever, was really, really well done for this time. I think Gary Sinise was fantastic in that. The retard guy from Coach was awesome.
Retard guy from Coach?
And Rob Lowe, not talking was awesome.
Rob Lowe on Parks and Rec right now.
Yeah, playing the mute. It was good. It was great. The story is really, really cool. I always dig post-apocalyptic stuff. The novel itself is like 1,400 pages long or something like that. The only real concern, Ben Affleck, I've seen a couple Ben Affleck movies. I've seen Gone Baby Gone.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen The Town. I wasn't huge on The Town. It looked okay. That wasn't the issue. That I had more issue with it being just really generic and boring than anything. It was shot really well. But Gone Baby Gone was very, very well done. I think he can direct it. I just am scared of turning The Stand into 2 movies as opposed to a miniseries. I think there's way too much content.
But I think because I don't know. I don't think Stephen King's completely on board with the Stand being movies right now either. But I think yet again, the studios are looking at guys that are gonna come under budget right now because there's so many things going on right now with movie studios wanting to come under budget but make a lot of money. So he's one guy who
see Paranormal Activity 3.
Yeah.
Hey, it wasn't bad.
I didn't watch it, but but I think what they're looking for him to do is do a quality film that people are going to watch, a big name's attached to it, and it's going to come under budget. So
okay. Well, we'll see what happens with it. It's an interesting idea. Like I said, I just hope they don't sacrifice quality for to get under budget and to keep it there.
Well, we'll keep you updated, GEEKDOM fans, and let you know how it's going.
We will keep going on that. Moving on, we'll go ahead and do the trivia question. Dee's got a trivia question for me.
Oh, that's weird. I was just thinking about that. It's almost psychic. So, trivia question. What famous actor, now he's a famous actor, has been in a lot of movies, played a James Bond villain and also is a cousin of the creator of James Bond, Ian Fleming, ironically?
Played a James Bond villain. I'm trying to think of an actor who played a James Bond villain that I know. Dr. T, what do you got?
Man, I got nothing on this one.
I found this on Wikipedia today when I was at work when I should have been filing claims.
Okay.
But
Is it one of the newer, or are we talking one of the older?
One of the older Bond movies.
All right.
Older Bond villains. So you got to reach back. The only reason I know these things is because my dad's a big Bond fan.
Okay.
But go ahead.
I'm not a huge Bond fan. I appreciate Bonds. Like, I see them when they come out, and that's about it. When I grew up, Bond was Pierce Brosnan, and so, you know, maybe the tail end of the Timothy Dalton era. But I'm gonna go with that guy who plays Jaws. I don't know his name. I met him at a Star Trek convention once.
You met Jaws?
I met Jaws.
Oh wow, did he have a teeth in?
Him and Ray Park, the guy who plays Darth Maul. They were signing autographs right next to each other.
You're like, well, who had the bigger line?
You know, it was the same table. So it was pretty equal. But I mean, nice guys, super nice guys. But yeah, I'm gonna go Jaws because I can't think of any other Bond villain, especially in the later ones.
Okay, this would be Mr. Christopher Lee, who played the man with the golden gun.
That
Really?
motherfucker.
That guy
Always
is
creeping his way into our movies.
Do you know how he's been? Okay, Christopher Lee. Just some facts. Born in 1922, he is also 6'5".
Damn.
That's one big Christopher Lee.
Yeah, that guy's been around for a while, and yeah, I did not know that, but he's the cousin of Ian Fleming, like they're cousins.
Yeah, well, he's also Count.
He played Francisco Scaramanga, the man with the golden gun. So for any nerds that were all just jizzing their pants because I said Scaramanga, there you go.
There's at least one person there was like, "You son of a bitch, Zach! You should have known that." That's the first time I said my name on the show. By the way.
Oh wow!
Oh shit! Revealed too much.
I know, right? Now everyone's gonna look me up.
All right.
Okay. Samuel L. Jackson has been reported to be the highest-grossing actor in history.
No way, a black man. I'm just saying that right now.
Yeah. Well, he probably robbed a jewelry store too, and they're counting that.
But check this out. Here's the beauty of America. Because, I am black, if people didn't know that, and Zach's black, sorta.
I'm very black.
Super black, dude.
I'm like black, I'm like the cookie version of an Oreo. I'm super dark.
But, Samuel L. Jackson, who used to be a crackhead, swear to God, I used to be a crackhead. He even talks about it back in the day, but when he was still acting, like when he was younger, he used to be a crackhead. Now is the biggest grossing movie actor in the world of all time. How the hell does that happen? Crackhead. I mean, well, I guess it worked for George Bush, crackhead to President of the United States, most powerful man in the world. So anything can happen. Come to America, people. Come to America.
Yeah, or Canada. We're having some rough times over here in the good old U.S.
Well, we go move to Sweden. We had a discussion about that.
Yes. Sweden is a very good place to move right now.
But yeah, big ups to Samuel L. Jackson. We appreciate everything that you do.
Almost everything.
Okay.
I don't appreciate Jumper. I don't think a lot of people appreciate it.
Well, I heard it was a good book, just a bad execution of the movie. Hollywood. There you go. Deep Blue Sea. We could have did without. I saw that the other day. It had both LL Cool J and Samuel L. Jackson in it, and Thomas Jane. So.
Fuck Tom Jane. I hate that guy.
Why do you hate that guy?
With the exception of Scott Pilgrim when he shows up as the vegan police. That was probably the funniest thing he's ever done.
The funny thing is, still haven't watched Scott Pilgrim. I'm waiting for it to be on Netflix.
I have it on Blu-ray. You can borrow it.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll grab that tonight.
Okay. Great movie, by the way, Scott Pilgrim. Did absolutely horrible in the box office.
Yet again, marketing. Yeah, how do you market a movie?
It's true. Dr. T. Thoughts?
No. I haven't seen it yet, so there you go.
Christ. Dr. T really reminds me of Justin Timberlake on Saturday Night Live when they do the Barry Gig Top Show, and he's Barry's little brother. He always asks him for his opinion, and he's like, no. You have anything to say about that?
Are we segueing to Justin Timberlake? Please tell me we are.
Absolutely. Justin Timberlake's In Time came out today.
Oh my God.
I believe.
Okay, so everything I've read about this review of this movie, Justin Timberlake In Time, evidently it's a great premise. The guy who directed it also directed Gattaca. If anybody's ever seen go see Gattaca. Just go see Gattaca. That's all I have to see. As Jude Law and who else is in that? Jude Law.
Chick from Kill Bill.
Yeah, she's in that.
And Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke, that's right, because that's where Ethan Hawke met her. But anyway, Ethan Hawke, Jude Law.
They got married.
Yeah, they got married, had kids,
and
then somehow he cheated on her. But I don't get that. But anyway,
why not? Hey, he's not your boy who cheated on Elizabeth Hurley. Hugh Grant.
You don't talk about Hugh Grant. You don't talk about that man. But anyway, In Time.
No one does anymore.
Hey, he's still Hugh Grant. I'll go see his movies. In Time, Justin Timberlake. Why? I'm just saying why. I know he's bankable, but the last 2 movies he's been, what is it? In Time and now what was the one? Friends with Benefits or
That was a good movie.
Was it good?
I enjoyed it. Probably because of Mila Kunis.
Dr. T's.
Was it Mila? Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Mila.
Justin
That was Mila.
Friends with Benefits right now.
It was. The movie wasn't bad. She made the movie.
Okay, but I mean, but see, it's a comedy. Justin Timberlake can do comedy.
He does comedy really well. Yeah.
Then stick with your strengths. Don't be like, I'm going to be an action star in a really deep Inception type ripoff movie.
All right. 3 words. The Social Network.
Didn't watch it. Okay.
Fucking amazing.
Okay, yes. Everyone has told me I should watch this movie yet again. Haven't had the time. But I mean...
Yes, you have.
Okay.
You gotta see it.
I'll watch it. So I'm not saying I don't want to see The Social Network. It was Steven Soderbergh. No, not Steven Soderbergh.
David Fincher.
David Fincher. Good.
Trent Reznor. Atticus Ross doing the soundtrack. Big
Alright.
ups to Atticus Ross. Cohen Cambria producer.
Alright, but I'll watch it. But Justin Timberlake's probably great in that. But do you see Justin in small doses?
Yeah, I guess he is.
I love Justin Timberlake.
I do too. I can't.
He's like my favorite guy in the world.
Shut up. And next thing you know, what was that movie that he was in where he was like the gangster, little white gangster?
Oh no, Alpha Dogs.
Alpha Dogs.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
God, there was some girl I used to work with. She was like, "Oh my God, he should have been nominated for an Oscar for this." I swear to God. And this is when I worked at a porn store. Sorry, Mom. But this girl I worked with said, "Oh my God, he should have been nominated for an Oscar." I wanted to open hand slap her like I've never wanted to open hand slap anybody else again. Nominated for an Oscar, Alpha Dogs, Justin Timberlake.
I never saw that turd, but I don't need to. I mean, you want to really get into movies that we regret making. Look at David Duchovny. The guy did softcore porn for 10 years and then hit it big with the X-Files, okay? You gotta get into the business somehow.
Well, he's already in the business.
Yeah, he was already in business. And he was already making millions. And then he decided, I'm going to be in Alpha Dogs based on a true story about some...
He was in the music business. He wasn't in the movie
No, dude,
business.
he started out with Nickelodeon.
No,
Disney.
Okay,
My
Okay,
bad,
so-
my
but
bad.
that was singing and dancing. That wasn't actually...
Wow, it's all the same shit, dude.
Everything always comes back to the mouse, doesn't it? That mouse.
Yeah, they're good recruiters.
God.
Hey, they know how to find talent.
But either way, Justin Timberlake in Time, every review on it is not that good, so I don't know if anyone's going to see it, but knowing my luck, I'll wake up tomorrow, it'll be like...
See it.
You're going to go see it?
The premise is good. You can't deny that.
The only thing I don't like about the
Girls
premise...
are cute. The guys from Mad Men did.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, like, it's a ripped off story from other stories.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm not saying that's
It's-
not okay. I'm just saying she's kind of cute.
the movie looks moderate.
Well, tell me how it is. We'll revisit it. We'll revisit it.
We'll have a review of In Time
Yeah.
at some future date.
I mean, I saw Fast 5, and that was a piece of shit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
so.
but see, then other people said they saw Fast 5 and it was good just popcorn entertainment.
See, that's what I'm hoping for.
That's
I
not
mean,
a real thing. That's
action
not even a
film-
real. You can't even say that. Popcorn. That means it's a piece of shit, but you can ignore it and send a dark theater.
Oh, it's like
and
you're
not worry
sick
about
on a Friday night, you got nothing better to do, is popping some piece of shit, and hopefully it keeps me awake.
it. Well, I hope Hollywood keeps cranking out those pieces of shit for us to not pay attention to.
Well, you did go see Green Lantern, so...
Yeah. Gotcha
Not only did I see it, I own it.
Oh, jeez.
there. Damn.
But it's. I figured out why I don't like that movie,
Which one?
Green Lantern.
Why?
It's because the lack of development between the relationship with Hal and Sinestro. They don't have a relationship. Sinestro is like, oh, hi. He's like, yeah, I'm Hal. And he's like, all right, well, fuck you. I'm Sinestro. Peace. And then you're supposed to believe that they, because in the comics, he trains him and they become really good buddies, and then they just never build that relationship. So if they ever do a sequel to it, and they're like, oh, well, it's Hal versus Sinestro, it's not going to matter because there's never there wasn't a foundation for them to even have that. Fucking bullshit.
Well,
If you want to hear my rant on Green Lantern, check out last week's episode.
where we find the directors are going to save Green Lantern, too.
Yeah. Well, after watching it a couple times, and I'm just irritated. Okay, where are we at here? Allegedly, a couple copies of Modern Warfare 3. The people who were left over at Infinity Ward's new game is coming out, and apparently a couple copies got stolen or being mass-produced. People... Modern Warfare 3 is probably going to be an okay game. It's probably going to be a great competitive online shooter. The fact is, there's no need to steal it and duplicate it, okay?
Well,
It's not going to be that good.
So, okay, is it leaked? Did they leak it and somebody just put it on the internet so you can fucking download and play? Is that what it is?
Pretty much, yeah. Someone got a hard copy of the game
Okay.
and basically just start distributing it to people.
Through like a peer-to-peer service, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're not like actually burning it to little CDs and
No,
selling it, right?
no.
Okay, so
No, it's not like
Get
a
the
black
fuck
market
over
with
it.
the Russians with
Yeah.
machine guns.
Well,
Activision just needs to suck it up, get over it.
Well-
Think of all the games that have been fucking leaked. All the Halos, every single one, I'm pretty sure, except maybe Halo 1.
yeah,
what does it
that'd be
do?
weird if Halo 1.
Yeah, that'd be kind of weird. But
I
I
got
mean,
this for a system I don't have.
but I mean, what does it do? All it's going to do is bring publicity. People are going to get, it's going to bring more hype because people can see the game now. You know, there's going to be more videos on YouTube before they get pulled down. It's marketing. I would say, you know what, stop showing up people's doors. Don't sue them. Just use it to your advantage.
Well, do you think Activision is using this as a? Do you think they instigated their own theft?
Probably not. I mean,
Dr.
if
Team in the Box.
it came out of
It's
France,
not-
it's somebody hacked it. They're notorious for doing it, you know, and they had that big event, so
Well, the French are fucking. They're bullshit anyway. So
I don't care, dude.
to all our French fans.
Yeah, I mean,
big middle finger.
I don't really care either. I mean, if it's something that's worthwhile, people are gonna still turn around and go buy the actual.
It's
version.
But I mean, if you look at it from Activision's point of view, they really haven't got that much press when it comes. I mean, think of when Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 came out,
Yeah.
and the kind of marketing and publicity and press it was getting 2 years ago. Compare that to what's going on now.
I don't know, dude.
It's not the same vibe.
I'm gonna disagree because Battlefield 3 came out what, the 25th, right?
Mhm.
Modern Warfare 3, when it hits, they're gonna compare it to Battlefield 3.
Absolutely.
If it's better than Battlefield 3, it's gonna go through the roof. Everybody's
Okay.
gonna be like, switch over. This is your game. It blows it out of the water, you know.
But my point is kind of that when Modern Warfare 2 came out, it didn't have that Battlefield 3 counterpart. It just came out by
No,
itself.
that's not true. It was definitely going up against the Halos at that point. Think about what you were playing. Halo 3 at that time.
When did Halo 3 launch, though?
Halo 3 was
2 years before.
maybe a year before, but it was Halo 3 was out. It might have been 2. I don't know. But Halo 3 was out. Modern Warfare 2 came out.
Definitely.
People
But
switched over because they're like,
Yeah.
this game is what you
Well,
want.
but
there were 2 games coming out simultaneously.
Well, it
like
doesn't
Battlefield.
matter.
Well, but we talked about this before. I look at Battlefield 3 as more of a technical. As far
definite.
I mean, it's technical. You're squad based. You're
more
going in there.
realistic. It's a realistic feel.
I think, but the thing is, like, I think Call of Duty. I mean, Battlefield, in your opinion, is the better game. I haven't played either one yet, other than the beta. But like I said, I think it's one of those things. Call of Duty is gonna be one of those the synonymous names. People kind of like Madden. People are like,
Yeah.
oh, I know what that is.
Yeah.
I know if I pick this up, I can jump into a match real quick, play with my buddies, get drunk, and then I can go, do
Yeah.
whatever I do.
The only thing that will kill Battlefield, in my opinion, is EA. That's the only way it's coming down. Honestly, the $10 fee to fucking play if you buy it used.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't rent it out of the red box.
Well, that's a whole nother conversation.
Well, I'm just saying that's what's gonna make or break it. You gotta.
Blockbuster, you can get unlimited video game rentals for $7.49 a month.
But can you play the online? That's the thing.
But yeah, see
That is a good question. I'm
See,
not sure about
and
that.
see, that's the thing. Like you said, that's the thing that's going to kill them is that the online gameplay. That's your going back in. Like you said, single story not that great.
Bad, just terrible.
But I mean, the replay value will be in the multiplayer, and
Definitely.
if they're not investing in that, and
Well,
I got to pay $10 if I buy it used.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Who the fuck's buying Call of Duty to play the fucking single player?
I am. You gotta finish.
You got to finish the
No,
story.
I
Yeah.
play it, but the reason I play it is so I can get the timing right. Because if I play Halo, then I'm like, oh, let's hop on like Modern Warfare 3. My timing's so fucked up because they're so incredibly different.
Yeah, but nobody's been playing Halo for a while. Well, none of us, at least. I don't think.
No,
I jumped in.
I will be when anniversary comes out.
Oh, we're not. We shouldn't get into that.
See, well, anniversary is my reason why I'm not even worried about buying or even thinking about buying Call of Duty at this point because I'm going to be playing Halo Anniversary.
My problem is it's made by way too many developers. It looks like Modern Warfare 2.5. The UI is not that different. Battlefield, first time, I hadn't played any of the other ones, and I jumped in and it was fantastic.
Sure.
Great feel to it.
Well, my main concern with Call of Duty is going to be the fact that Treyarch made all these cool developments with Black Ops last year in regards to the leveling system and the rewards and all that stuff you can get in the what are those games you can play where you throw the hatchet and you get to steal their money? It's the wagers.
Oh, the wager matches.
The wager match. All that stuff is not going to be in this.
Which is weird that they opted not to keep the things that's. I mean, I know they're trying to try to go away from that, but it's like, why don't you go with your strengths? And
Yeah.
I mean,
Normally I'd pick. I'm not huge on Treyarch, but I am pretty. I've always been pretty big on Infinity Ward. But I think Treyarch really got a lot of shit right with Black Ops, as
Really?
opposed to
Well, I don't know. Have you been reading about Modern Warfare 3?
a little bit.
Apparently, there's like different like spec trees you go into, and you get different rewards as you go through those, and like so they've added a lot. They're trying to distinguish themselves. They don't want to blend. They're not the same company, And
But they're making the same video game series.
they're making the same video game series, but who developed the multiplayer? It's either Sledgehammer or Ravensoft. I don't
I think
remember.
it's Sledgehammer on the
Yeah.
one.
So what they're going to try and do is distinguish themselves away from Treyarch because they want to be recognized for this multiplayer. They don't want,
I guess I just don't. When I think of Infinity Ward, I don't think man, those guys never get recognized.
well, lately they are.
There's always some controversy.
Yeah, there's always something going on with Infinity Ward. It's never. I mean, it's not necessarily negative because people look at it and like, oh, Infinity Ward.
Yeah, either way, people are gonna pick it up. They're gonna,
It's all marketing for them. They can't view it as bad. It's got to be, a positive thing.
Yeah.
I gotta ask though, which one, Battlefield 3 or Modern Warfare?
See, I don't know. I mean, I'll have to pick both of them up and just. I might have to rent both of them. I don't know because right now
You can't rent Battlefield, dude.
I can't rent Battlefield. I don't know. Skyrim. That's what I'm talking about right now.
I was gonna say Halo Anniversary Edition.
That's what holiday game.
Multi. Oh, co-op online, dude. Best thing ever invented.
All right, so we're gonna go with our weekly list, and Team Man in the Box actually got to help us out with this one. It's a good list. It's the top 3 female video game girls you, if you are a male, would like to bone. And females, this is just something you should probably do to enhance your sex life.
Did you say to enhance your sex life?
Yeah, why not?
Buy the costumes, dress
So we'll go roundabout. Everybody says one. We'll start with Dr. T. Dr. T, what do you got in no particular order for your top 3 females?
All right, we'll start with number 3 then, because I did rank them.
Oh shit!
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
I'm gonna go with Lightning from Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy what?
14.
14. That makes it worse, but okay.
The better the graphics, the better they look, dude.
That is a good point.
More polygons. You can't argue
I
with that.
considered that when I made this list.
I know.
It was like fucking Princess Zelda. I don't know. She's kind of flat. But alright, that's good. D, what do you got?
For my number 3, it'll be Lucy from Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
Oh, good choice.
Okay.
Nice.
That's my number 3 is Cortana from Halo.
Okay, so
Right?
We got 2 real, actual people.
they're actual. Okay, based on fictional characters, but either so real people. But yours is like
AI.
AI in a video game.
It's not. She doesn't even oh man.
Oh come on! You can go to DS9, go into Quarks, and fucking holosuite. You can make it work. All right. Number 2 for Dr. T. What do you got?
Ada Wong from Resident Evil.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
He likes the Asians.
What Asian is that? Are you serious?
If I was going to pick a Resident Evil chick, it'd be that bitch in Resident Evil 4 who goes, Leon! Just so I can hate fuck the shit out of her. Choke her. Leon!
Oh my god.
That's just me.
Okay, that's just me.
You turned something great into a strangle.
I hate that bitch, man. I'm the president's daughter. Yeah, sure you are, bitch. Okay. D, what do you got?
For my number 2, ironically, also is an Asian. It'll be Taki from Soul Calibur. Big boob ninja chick. You can't go wrong with that.
You can't go wrong with Soul Calibur. Any of those fighting games.
Yeah, any of those fighting games. Yeah.
Dead or Alive.
Dead or Alive girls.
Dead or
Yeah.
Alive,
Yeah, they
beach
fill
volleyball.
out the rest of the list for me.
Dead or Alive, beach volleyball. My number 2 is actually a very well endowed female as well. Would be Tifa from Final Fantasy VII.
Choice.
I mean, she looks better in the cinematics than the actual gameplay.
You gonna remake that? We're making that.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah,
They were
me too.
remaking it 3 years ago. Yeah, bro, we're just kidding. And it's all definitely Tifa, not Ares. Ares is a dumb bitch. Seth Rock killed her. I kind of did a little dance because I hated that girl. Seth Rock's the shit. All right, Dr. T, you're number 1. What do you got?
The best chick of all time, Samus.
Samus from the Metroid series. Good choice.
Nice one. Nice one. I like that one.
I don't like the suit though.
Dude, the suit is what makes it.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Can be hard to penetrate.
She's a badass, and then when she takes off the helmet, she's just a smoking hot chick.
Okay.
Yeah, don't see that a lot.
So he likes girls that can beat the shit out of him.
Or at least protect me. Come on.
There you go.
Some protection. All right, D.
I'm going with Alex Vance from Half-Life 2.
Okay.
And
nice.
And ironically, also, if you want to know who Alex Vance is, if you watch this season of Sons of Anarchy, she plays the girl who does the voice plays the wife of the sheriff on the show right now. Nice. I did not know that. Just looked it up on Wikipedia on accident, and I was like, holy shit, this lady's still working.
Well,
good deal.
So yeah, and she's hot.
Nice.
And half Asian for some reason. So.
Well, it's Half-Life.
Yeah.
Whatever that
half
is.
Asian and black. So there you go.
I'm pretty sure I got both guys beat on my number one.
All right, let's hear this. It's gonna be
so.
Please don't say
like
Princess Peach. Do not say Princess Peach.
She's actually on my list of top female girls I would not like to bone, but we'll get to that in a second. Miranda, Mass Effect 2.
Really?
Ooh.
Huh?
No, I'm gonna say no, dude.
I don't remember the name of the actress. She is also working on Chuck as Sarah, I believe is the name of her character.
Oh.
But
the blonde chick?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, she does everything for Miranda. Miranda was smoking hot, and if you played through Mass Effect and not tried to bone Miranda the entire time, then you haven't played that game.
So the funny thing was, I was gonna play Mass Effect the other day, and then I started playing something else.
Well, that was a bad decision.
I know. I still need to beat that game. I'm like halfway through it, and I don't know. I can't keep picking it up.
So those are our top 3 females, and when we get to my list of the top 3 females I would not like to bone, Princess Peach, of course, we just covered, because I've spent hours and hours and hours trying to fucking do that bitch, and it just doesn't work.
You never gets there, man.
Well, you get to Super Mario RPG, and then she's like, I'm gonna fight with you, but you never use her, because I'm a healer, and she's fucking annoying as shit. All she does is fucking bitch at Mario to go save her. Like, if I was him, I'd fucking hit her over the head with a goddamn monkey wrench, and that would be it. Or just let Luigi fuck her. Just
Well, he probably does. I wonder if like a 3-way.
Oh, gross.
In the sewers.
The other 2, Mother Brain from Metroid.
Who wants to bang a smart chick? I'm just saying.
At the end of Super Metroid, when she becomes like that monster thing, she's like a fucking gobbler, like look, and you're like shooting her with your super beam. I'm like, I never want to stick my dick in that mouth. And last but not least, the little girl from Fear.
Oh, goddamn! I'm cutting that out.
We're not even gonna touch that one.
I mean, she's cute.
Okay,
but she's a little.
God damn it, Zach.
Oh my god.
So those are.
I got one. How about Sarah? I think it's Kerrigan. StarCraft 2.
Oh yeah.
Blade lady. Fucking ugh.
Yeah, for all the StarCraft nerds out there.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude. Alright, Evil Dead is getting remade. We've known this for a while. Changes to the script came out this week saying that Evil Dead has a different motivation for going out to the dark, scary cabin.
Like this is gonna make the movie any better.
That's what you need. You need a different motivation. Apparently, one of the people in the party has a drug addiction, and to save him or some fucking form of weird at-home rehab, they're taking this guy out to the middle of the woods with the Deadites, and
evidently they're supposed to be. They're gonna go have an intervention, and they find the Book of the Dead. The Necronomicon, and of course someone can read...
Necronomicon Ex Mortis.
Yeah, good job. And then evidently someone can read Ancient Sumerian and brings back the Deadites, so...
Well, the dad did the tape thing.
Okay, but see, that was different. Okay, the guy was a professor who knew Ancient Sumerian, and it was recorded on tape. Not like some kid picked up the book and goes, hey, wait a minute, Ancient Sumerian, I've been studying this.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying nobody's taken the old man out of the movie yet.
So
maybe they'll find an iPod. And they'll be like, oh, what's this? And then they'll play, the iPad, let me play this. And it's like, oh, God, is there what there did? And fucking, all hell breaks loose.
Well, and then evidently Bruce Campbell's still going to be in it as an older Ash, which, I mean...
See, I heard he's not going to be
No, now they're saying he is going to be in it, but as an older Ash. But here's the thing. Just do Army of Darkness 2. No one wants an Evil Dead remake. We want Bruce Campbell. Have him cut some weight. He's going to be an older Ash. Fight some Deadites. That's all I care about. That movie right there would be a $100, $200 movie, $1 million movie maker right there. Why even do this? Why bring in Diablo Cody to help rewrite the script? Have Sam Raimi and everyone else involved and be like, oh, we're not we're just doing a remake. We're trying to modernize it.
Well, Diablo Cody helping to rewrite the script really means she's just going to strip for the people while they're writing the
Oh,
script.
that's mean. she won an
Oh,
Oscar.
I'm sorry. She won an Oscar. Poor her. I saw Jennifer's Body. Fuck that bitch.
Was that a bad movie?
I didn't actually see it. I was just joking.
Is it on Netflix?
God, I hope not. With that garbage on. You seen the movie Hiss? It's like a foreign movie about a bitch who becomes a snake and fucks dudes. I'm like, I don't mind that being on there.
But not Jennifer's Body, God forbid.
Jennifer's Body.
Alright.
Okay. In Living Color is making its way back.
Yeah, evidently, Keenan Ivory Wayans, it's the 25th anniversary of In Living Color, which, you know, one of the better sketch shows out there.
They're taking time out of their busy schedule.
Well, evidently, I guess they're not even bringing back like full episodes. I guess they're gonna do specials, like 2 specials with a whole new cast of people. Which, you know,
that'll work.
Well, you know, you can't afford Jamie Foxx or Jim Carrey anymore, so. But you can have the whole Wayans family grown up.
Maybe they should do a theater piece based on Little Man.
Oh
They
God!
should do that instead.
But the sad thing is, like, those movies, they do those movies, but they make money.
Yeah.
So the Hollywood keeps going. Oh well, shit! This movie cost $10 million. You made $50 million.
Okay.
That's like 5 times what it was worth. Do you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. All right, Ronald Emmerich, making Anonymous. Apparently, he said he wanted to do a couple of sequels to Independence Day.
Yeah, evidently, supposedly they're working on a script for Independence Day 2 and 3. They're gonna shoot back to back, obviously, like Lord of the Rings, kind of that's the new style now. If you have, and evidently they can't settle on it. I guess they've been talking about it for years now. Evidently, Will Smith's asking for like around $50 million to be in these movies.
Because he's worth it.
And then Ronald Emmerich is asking for a large amount of money too. So evidently the budget's already ballooned.
Good. Well, hopefully they won't fucking do it.
Well,
then.
but what other stories could you tell? Didn't we drive the aliens from the planet at the end of that one?
Yeah, and they blow up the mothership.
Yeah.
I thought that was a whole guy's suicide. In the
What are the odds of this piece of shit actually being made?
I'm gonna go 1 in 50,000.
Yeah. Well, you know, I guess Will Smith's also in. He's working with what's his name? God.
No one cares.
Shyamalan.
Night Shyamalan.
Oh yeah, they're working on a movie that has his son also in it. Oh
wow, because
Jaden
his son's
Smith.
super talented.
Oh man, Karate Kid, best movie of all time.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, well, it was fun for a family film. It was on Netflix.
Alright. Wrapping up the show, we got the movie of the week. Movie of the week. I've been trying to have flicks that are available on Netflix because I know you guys, most of you at least, should have Netflix. And it's free for you to watch. This is good stuff. Specifically, we're looking at The Captains. It's a documentary that actually, I don't know what day it showed up on Netflix, but I saw it yesterday and I watched it today. It's a documentary made by William Shatner regarding it's just a lot of interviews with the Star Trek captain, Scott Bakula, Kate Mulgrew, Cisco.
Avery
Brooks. God, he was the best one in there, though. And who went missing? Picard, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, Patrick. I almost call him Jean-Luc Picard.
But really, really good, and it's really actually gets to a point where it talks about mortality, and it's really, really interesting. And I mean, we've talked about our love for Scott Bakula, and Avery Brooks he lost his fucking mind. But
the guy's just he's really free form. The guy's a fucking professor at Rutgers.
Yeah, he's a 10-year professor at Rutgers. He's a jazz musician, and he does his interviews and he like sings them to William Shatner, and then Shatner eventually starts singing them back.
Which is perfect because Shatner is equally as crazy. So
Shatner also has Gonzo Ballet that came out on Netflix regarding his album Has Been in the transformation that took to a ballet. Also, not as interesting, but
hey, the two best captains.
You know, I'm still going with Avery Brooks and his crazy ass, but
big up to Avery Brooks. I'm still searching for you on Twitter.
We love Avery Brooks. Any last acknowledgements?
No. Keep watching American Horror Story if you want to. It keeps getting more fucked up each time I watch it. So
you'll love it.
God, I don't even know.
Why not?
Oh, hey, Morse Chestnut showed up on it, so at least one black guy showed up.
Hey!
Still working, Morse Chestnut.
That guy's always showing up everywhere. Alright, for ZnD and Dr. T, this is Z signing off. See you guys later.
Alright, have a good one.